Ain't nobody getting nothing going. Nothing. Call who you need to call, do what you need to do.
As much criticism as I receive about my son, I would like to shed light on the fact. We all got bad ass kids. Okay, now listen, don't make anybody with 3 or more.
With multiples.
You got one that you don't know what the hell you gonna do with.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You going to prison if you keep it up.
Ty's worst fears might finally be materializing. For years, T has warned his son, King Harris, to slow down before his choices completely derail his life. But now, rumors are swirling that a judge could hand him a potential 5-year prison sentence. What makes it even more striking is that T had already predicted back in 2022 that King wouldn't change his ways. And honestly, can anyone really be shocked? Anyone who's been watching King's antics over the last few years could see this coming from a mile away. From reckless driving to that infamous Waffle House altercation, and even flaunting firearms in his music videos, King has consistently acted as if the law simply didn't apply to him. Each reckless act seemed like a spark, and now it feels like the entire situation is about to explode. The arrest footage from 2024 captures the full extent of his behavior. Police dash cams recorded King weaving dangerously through traffic, nearly colliding with a patrol car. When officers finally stopped him, they discovered marijuana in the car and a firearm tucked at his side. As if that wasn't enough, an outstanding warrant from 2022 surfaced, adding fuel to the fire and effectively consolidating all of King's past missteps into a single, inescapable moment. Every rash decision he had made over the years came crashing down at once. This saga leaves everyone asking one question: where exactly did T go wrong in raising King?
King Harris?
You know T.I.?
Huh?
T.I.?
Who's that?
It's my father.
No, I know it. Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't he just retire? Or
Yeah.
say he's gonna retire?
Yeah.
Okay. How old are you, man?
20.
20?
T is now confronting a harsh reality he had long hoped to avoid. His son, King Harris, faces the possibility of a 5-year prison sentence. For years, T had warned that if King didn't slow down, his reckless habits would inevitably catch up to him. Tragically, it seems his warnings might finally be coming true. The situation reached a breaking point in October 2024, when King was arrested following a near collision with a police vehicle in Atlanta. While driving his BMW, he almost crashed into an officer's car as he pulled out of a gas station. Police immediately detected the strong scent of marijuana, and to make matters worse, King had a firearm visibly holstered at his side.
You want to take my band off my head?
Yes, sir.
There's one in the head.
Does your buddy have one as well?
No, brother.
All right, just hang tight right here for me. Let me clear this. I don't want any accidental fires.
Things took a turn for the worse when the police ran King's identification. It was revealed that an active warrant had been issued for him back in 2022. This wasn't a minor issue. It involved multiple offenses, including speeding, driving with a suspended license, and a DUI. King had failed to appear in court to address these charges, and for 2 long years, that unresolved case loomed over him. By October 2024, the consequences of ignoring it finally caught up.
So what they say my warrant for?
So your warrant is for a failure to appear. Dispatch is gonna call in and make sure it's still valid.
Failure to appear where? I didn't have no court dates.
It's for a DUI out of Pickens County.
Out of Pickens County?
32. Did you go and confirm that warrant?
The only DUI, I had a suspicion of a DUI a long time ago, and it was dismissed, so.
King was taken into custody immediately. He was first held at Dalb County Jail before being moved to Pickens County to face the outstanding warrant. The arrest report lays out the events with precise detail. The officer noted that he asked King to step aside and opened the driver's door. According to the report, Mr. Harris complied fully, allowing me to safely remove the firearm from his hip. I then had him exit the vehicle and placed him in handcuffs without any resistance.
In there. Come back so we can figure out what the fuck I got going on. It's nothing in the fucking car.
Within a few hours, video showing King being led out of his car, handcuffed, and guided to the rear of a police vehicle began circulating online.
Cannon will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any of my questions or make any statements.
For followers, the sight was jarring. 1 minute, King was showing off flashy cars and living extravagantly on Instagram. The next, he found himself confined in a jail cell, facing the undeniable consequences of his choices. But for T, none of this came as a surprise. As far back as 2022, Tip had already gained attention online after a heated confrontation with his son during an Instagram live session.
You are embarrassing yourself and your family, nigga. You embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself.
During that intense confrontation, T cautioned King that his current path would only lead to one of two outcomes: jail or something far worse. Speaking with a mix of fear and frustration only a father can feel, he warned that, without a change, King could be facing a 5-year prison term. Now, looking back, that warning seems almost prophetic. Over time, King's actions spiraled further out of control. He was caught on camera during a brawl at a Waffle House, boasted about street life on social media, flaunted firearms in music videos, posted clips of himself smoking, and consistently ignored his parents' guidance. While many dismissed this as typical teenage rebellion, T saw the dangerous pattern forming, one that echoed mistakes he had made in his own youth. That realization cuts deep. T knows this road all too well. He served time in prison for weapons charges in the late 2000s but eventually turned his life around, building a successful career as a rapper and actor while becoming a respected figure in his community. 4 years, he attempted to pass those lessons on to King, yet, like so many father-son relationships, his advice largely went unheard. T once said, "Time is going to be his teacher." Today, those words carry a chilling weight as King Harris now faces the possibility of a 5-year prison sentence. What once might have seemed like a father's frustration or tough love has become reality. King's troubles didn't appear overnight. They have been playing out publicly for years. Reckless driving incidents captured headlines, revealing a young man constantly testing boundaries without considering the consequences. And then there was the infamous Waffle House fight, where King was filmed in a heated clash with employees, another clear sign of how far off course he had strayed.
So what I'm saying is, they wasn't talk like that. Hey, I can talk how the fuck I want to wherever I'm at. I'm on live, shawty. Stop talking to me. Stop talking. This ain't your fucking restaurant. This ain't your fucking restaurant. Everything you make, I can pull out my pocket right now. I ain't tripping on you. I ain't tripping. Get the hell out of my face.
What might have started as a small disagreement quickly exploded into a viral spectacle, casting King as both entitled and aggressive. Even T admitted he struggled to comprehend his son's behavior that night, recognizing a consistent pattern driven more by pride and impulse than by reason. The situation escalated further when King appeared on camera alongside Booz's son, Tutti Raw, during a music video shoot, both of them wielding firearms. The imagery painted a dangerous picture of street credibility, alarming not only fans but also their fathers, men who had first-hand experience with the pitfalls of that lifestyle. T and Boozy stepped in, attempting to guide their sons with lessons learned from their own hard-earned wisdom, warning them about the perils of glorifying violence. Yet, it became clear that King wasn't fully taking the advice to heart. These incidents formed a troubling narrative, a young man testing limits, rejecting parental guidance, and veering further down a reckless path. For T, the frustration was deep, as he knew precisely where this road could lead. Having faced legal troubles himself, he understands the realities of prison, courtrooms, and lost opportunities. Over the years, he sought to protect King by offering advice, discipline, and even public warnings. But as he has said before, some lessons can only be learned with time. Complicating matters further, King's personal life took a major turn shortly after his arrest. In November 2024, he became a father, celebrating the birth of his son with pride. He even released a track called Dear Son, in which he rapped about his commitment to being the kind of father he aspired to be. For a fleeting moment, it seemed fatherhood might anchor him, offering a chance to pause and rethink his choices. But that hope was quickly overshadowed by looming legal consequences. Instead of enjoying his new role as a dad, King now faced court dates, arrest records, and the real possibility of a 5-year prison sentence. The contrast was stark, a young man celebrating fatherhood on one hand, and on the other, past recklessness catching up in the harshest way. Social media immediately erupted once news of his arrest and charges broke. Critics were quick to blame T, accusing him of failing as a parent despite years of guidance and warnings. Others sympathized with both father and son, recognizing how difficult it is to navigate parenting under the glare of fame. They acknowledged that even wealth, privilege, and public status cannot shield anyone from the universal challenges of raising a strong-willed child. Online conversations became a mix of mockery and hope. Some users ridiculed King's downfall, noting the irony of flaunting wealth and firearms only to end up in handcuffs. Others suggested this could be a turning point, that fatherhood might finally make him realize the stakes, not just for himself, but for the future of his child. The arrest footage added another layer to the debate. Many observers noted King's calm, almost deliberate demeanor as officers pulled him from his car and placed him in handcuffs, as if he understood the cameras were rolling and leaned into the attention. This raised questions. Was his reckless conduct fueled by a craving for notoriety, even infamy? Or was it simply the reality of a young man caught between two worlds, the privileges of fame and the allure of a hardened street persona? Now, facing the possibility of a 5-year prison sentence, King's situation has implications far beyond the courtroom. It's about legacy, fatherhood, and the struggle to break generational cycles of destructive behavior. For T, who has been open about his own legal past and how prison shaped him, this is a painful déjà vu. Watching his son repeat similar mistakes, despite years of guidance and warnings, is heartbreaking. This moment is a test of T's patience and endurance as a parent. He has long emphasized discipline, responsibility, and the importance of learning from one's mistakes. He repeatedly tried to steer King away from dangerous paths, reminding him that fame and wealth are fleeting when paired with reckless choices. Yet, reality is unforgiving. Some lessons can only be learned through experience. In King's case, that experience might come behind bars. If the court imposes the full sentence, it will serve as a harsh, public lesson about the consequences of unchecked behavior. Beyond headlines and viral videos, this story is about a family grappling with disappointment, pain, and hope under the unforgiving microscope of fame. Parenting is difficult enough, but for celebrities like T, every misstep is magnified and scrutinized by millions. Online criticism, from accusations of T's failure as a father to ridicule of King's mistakes, only intensifies the pressure. So, what's your take on this drama? Share your thoughts in the comments. And make sure to check out our other videos to stay updated on all the latest news. Until next time, goodbye.